freedom.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, freedom to pedophiles, right?
Freedom to pedophiles. Free the pedophiles.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Free them all.
Like no more sexual oppression.
Just to check if everything is working.
I'm fucking freezing. Are you fucking freezing?
We're fucking freezing.
Oh,
You're fucking freezing. I'm fucking freezing. Are we fucking freezing?
Why is it so cold? I don't know why it is so cold.
Keep going. It's so fucking freezing.
Why is it so cold?
So fucking freezing.
Why is it so cold?
We turned the heater on, but it's still very fucking freezing.
So cold. So cold. Where's the sun? Where's the sun? Where's the heat? I need 30 degrees.
Pow, pow. We need to go to Texas and shoot the fucking guns. Everything is gonna be so very fun.
Pew pew.
Pew pew is how the guns go. We're gonna be in the heat and not in the snow.
Pew pew.
Here. Cold.
It's like a Christmas song.
Cold. I don't. Cold. We don't. Cold. We don't like the cold.
We don't like the cold.
We don't need the cold.
We don't need the cold.
We don't want the cold.
We don't want the cold.
We don't miss the cold.
We don't miss the cold.
I said cold. I said cold. I said cold. Okay. We have to stop doing that. Otherwise, that's going to be an hour of us just doing that.
I like it. You're good at it, babe.
It's funny. It's almost like I do that.
For a living.
Yeah.
Booby, where are you going?
Could you chap scene correctly?
Oh.
But over there. Move your mic. Like this. And then clap them cheeks. Thank you. It wasn't very loud, but it works.
Hey, it peaked.
And your mic. So, welcome back to the show. This is Please Don't Cancel Us. Please don't forget to please don't cancel us. And also, please like, follow, subscribe, and continue to listen. Tell your grandmother about us because it's the best show in the world. Hi.
Your grandmother.
It's been a while.
We posted last week.
Turn the sound up. We posted last week. Little do the people know. We recorded that in advance because we went to Africa.
Tot in America, tot in the Himalaya, tot the sun up. I don't know the rest of the song,
okay.
But it's from my childhood.
It's from your childhood. So we're back. We're drinking rain. It's freezing cold. We don't like it. We want to move to Texas.
Yeah, we want to move to the sunshine.
Austin, Texas.
Because it's so nice and warm in Africa. And the sun shines at 6 a.m. And is it 6 or 7? I don't know. But it's sunny.
Basically 6 a.m. But I want to go to...
Oh, no, 5:30. I remember.
I want to go to America. And I want to go to Texas. And I want to go to Austin. Because that's where the scene is. And our mascot wants to be on the mascot. The mascot wants to be on the table. Please, we're doing a show. And it needs to be fast-paced.
Come, Marvel. But this is what happens.
Fuck.
Okay.
We're swearing in the beginning. We're losing control of everything.
He stares us down.
Anyway.
Okay, sit your ass down.
Okay, this is great. This is great for entertainment.
You're so rude.
You're so rude.
You're so rude.
How does it feel being back?
Weird. And like, I want to go back to the sunshine.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the cold. Like, I came back and it's like minus 100 degrees. And when we left, it was still like doable.
Doable.
And now I feel like my hands are going to fall off when I'm outside.
Yep.
So it's not great.
No,
it's not for me.
Hey.
I like cold weather for like a day. With a bit of snow and then it can...
I don't mind cold weather if it's in the sky. I mean, if the sky is blue. If the sky is blue.
If it's in the sky.
If it's in the sky and the sky is blue, then that is what I say to you.
That is what I say to you. But like, this little dog, he loves it. I think he's the only one that loves it.
Because he's made for it.
Are you made for it?
He's made for the cold.
But anyway, so we were in Africa.
Which is funny. Have you seen those videos of huskies when they like just sleep outside in the snow?
It's cute.
You know why? It's because they have 2 layers of fur.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the mascot. His name is Marvel. He's based on the name of the Marvel of movies.
Because we love the Marvel movies.
And they have 2 layers of fur.
That keep them cool and keep them warm.
So they have an inner layer of fur that's really thin. That's really
thick.
short and very thick. And then they have an outer layer of fur, which is very long, which actually keeps the snow from touching their skin and their body. And that also prevents the snow from melting. That's why they can just have snow on them and not know.
Marvel, Do you not notice? Oh, he's never experienced snow.
No.
Maybe he'll experience it this year.
Anyway, so I have an idea.
Yes, what's your
For
idea?
the show.
What's your idea for the show?
So basically, I've been listening to the episodes because I've been
What are you doing?
editing them.
You're such a freak, man.
I've been editing them, and this is what I've noticed, is we don't really talk about entertaining things.
What? No?
So in order for us to entertain people, we have to talk about entertaining things. What do you think?
What are entertaining things?
I don't know.
talk
You just
about?
need to throw things out there. You know, like Trump is a lizard.
Yeah, but we spoke about Trump being a lizard
Yeah, but in a
already.
very serious way.
Yeah.
We need to be like more funny about it.
Okay.
So like, let's be energetic. That's why we have the energy drinks,
Energy juice.
energy juice.
In Africa, they sell man juice.
See, now out of context, like imagine you're listening to the show and in Africa they sell man juice.
I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
As if they have man factories. And
Who
they
knows?
just suck the
I
man,
saw the man
juice out of the
juice.
men. They squeeze the men.
Juice.
You saw man juice?
I saw man juice.
You want to give us a little bit of background?
We were in Discam.
So what is
I
a
love
discount?
Discam. Discam is like, what would the US equivalent be? CVCV?
CVCV. So Discam is a CVCV. Continue.
CVS, no?
Oh, a CVS CVCV.
Yeah, I think it's CVS.
A CVCVS.
Or like just a pharmacy,
a pharmacy.
like a pharmacy type thing.
Okay, so that's 10 minutes on what a Discam is.
Yes, and it's big. Like,
We're gonna.
I love.
You're gonna see during the progression of the show. You're gonna see her storytelling skills either get better or just remain the same.
Exactly.
We'll find out.
Anyways, they have everything from protein powders to medications to vitamins and man juice.
Okay, so back to the question: what is man juice?
I don't know. I just saw it. It was pretty cool. It was a big bottle and it said man juice. I can send you the picture if you like.
Sure, send it to me. Let's pull it up. But it was like in the
sex aisle.
It was in the sex aisle. It was
Sex aisle.
around the condoms and the lubricants.
Okay.
I wonder if they just
juice.
extract the juice
Oh, it's a video.
from the man,
I think they do.
or if they extract the man
From the juice.
from the juice.
From the juice. From the juice.
So anyway, I
let me
actually
send
have
it
no
to you.
idea what's been happening in the world since we've been gone.
Yes,
I mean,
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga
And pedophilia.
is a pedophile. So now, you know what's great is that we're controlling the show from my fucking laptop.
Yeah.
And you decide to send the video to my fucking phone.
I'll airdrop it now.
So now we're gonna just buffering,
MPs.
waiting.
It's sending now.
Thank you.
But yeah, we do know what's happening in the world. Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
And what else was happening? There was something else that we were supposed to talk about. Because
Look, man juice. I don't know if the
Qatar.
volume is gonna kill us.
I don't
Let's
know
try.
about the World Cup. That's man juice.
Ubangalala. Ubangalala.
Maybe you should
Umbangalala.
Google what it is. Man juice.
Umbangalala.
Man
Umbangalala.
Jew ice.
I
Maybe
said-
it's man Jew ice.
Man Jew ice. Let's be very careful there. Man, because that's why Balenciaga is also Kanye West, and it's a whole mix of
That's why
everything.
Balenciaga is Kanye West.
Balenciaga is Kanye West. Also, doesn't that look like... Oh, fuck, I can't zoom in. Zoom in. Go away. Wait for this to disappear. Doesn't that look like the dude, the black dude from Iron Man that wears the other Iron Man suit?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Right? The one that breaks his legs.
Maybe he makes the man juice.
He does make the man juice. You need an Iron Man suit in order to make the man juice.
There was a lady in the aisle when I picked that up, and she started laughing at me.
Man juice. When I'm umbangangala, I said man juice. Umbangalala.
What does Ubangalala mean?
It's about man. It's about juice.
This is going too far now. Let's Google. What does Umbagangala mean?
Umbangangala.
Then we maybe find out what this...
Umbangalala.
La. Oh, look. What are we finding?
Why does Google hate me? Why does it automatically go to the dark thing?
Umbungalala.
Of course you see shilajit.
Sexual enhancer.
Oh, it's a sexual enhancer.
It's man juice to give the man some juice.
Right, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Yes, right.
Is it an African herb?
It's a herb, sir. Don't you? Oh, fuck.
Bangalalala.
Come on, wait. I'm discovering.
How funny is that bang la la la? Like bang. Like we're gonna bang la la la.
So hold on, I'm very confused what this product is. Originally, when I saw it in the pharmacy,
Bang la la la.
that's a good advert.
It is. Ooh, bang la la la.
Ooh, bang, la la la.
La.
Anyway, I'm genuinely curious about the man Jew
La, la.
ice.
We should have just brought one back.
Can't get enough of Jew ice. Listen, man Jice. I genuinely thought it was like a giant tub of lube because that's your hand next to it. I thought it was just like a gross.
How massive though? Why would you need that much lube?
But now I'm starting to think man juice. I think you drink it.
I think so too. Google it. Man juice. Let's figure it out. Ooh, bang, la, la, la.
Ooh, bang, la, la, la.
Ooh, bang, la, la, la.
Man juice.
It's with
That's
double
a weird
I.
thing to type
It's
into
double
Google.
I. Oh, there. It's right there.
Man juice, uncountable,
Man
comma,
juice.
sex, semen, quotations, synonym, man,
milk.
untouchable, strong liquor by implication, so strong that it is only suitable for men, quotations.
What the fuck is this?
What just happened?
No, but let's with the double I because we need to find out what it is.
What uncountable man Jew ice?
Jew
Sorry.
ice. There we go.
It just corrects the man
Okay,
juice.
but it has the picture of it there. Look, it's right there.
Man juice.
Man juice.
That's manly for men. Feeling less of a
Wait,
man?
wait. Scroll down.
Try
scroll down.
some man juice.
Scroll down.
Huh?
Scroll down. How to improve semen flavor.
Click. Man juice. How to improve semen
Oh, it's a book.
flavor and fragrance.
It's a
Kindle.
it's a book.
It's a book. Chapter 1. What does your semen taste like? Here are a couple of steps to find out what it tastes like. What the
Hey.
What's cream
cuckolding? Total sissy.
Okay, well, so we've taken a detour.
Yes.
We're definitely going to get flagged for this episode.
Yes. Anyways, we still have not figured out what it is. But
Oh, look, it's right there. Look,
yeah,
man juice.
I just kept saying that to you, man.
Look, and it's also featured at Discam.
See, Discam.
Yeah, which is technically a Viva store in America. It's the equivalent.
CVS.
How South African was that page? It looked like it was going to steal all my
Money.
data.
Okay. Scroll down. Man juice.
Benefit
More
points.
More info.
Speed up your shopping.
But go to... Oh, this is it?
Sku.
It's not telling us anything.
Bunk. What do I... Fa la la.
No, just go
Where do
up.
I go?
It doesn't say anything about the product, does it?
That's scary.
Tam man juice, 1 liter.
It's just man juice.
Okay, cool.
I think we're just supposed to know what man juice is.
Yeah, I think so.
Mvusa Nkosi Mangalala.
Bangalala.
Bangalala.
So it's something with the Bangalala.
Well, clear. You don't know the health benefits of Bangalala?
No, I don't know.
I've been studying
A
the health
Bangalala
benefits
mixture.
of Bangalala for the last 25 years.
Traditional
Let me tell you
mixtures.
about what I know about Bangalala. So, in my research, I have found that ingesting Bangalala increases...
Knee-deep man juice?
Have you ever done improv in your entire life?
Knee-deep man juice.
Have you ever done improv
I'm
in your entire
distracted
life?
by
Have
man
you ever
juice.
done improv in your entire life? Because you see, what I was doing there was I was pretending to be a scientist
Okay.
that was studying Bangalala juice for the past 25 years.
Drizzly.
And it was gonna be a very funny bit. Do you know what a bit is?
I know what a bit
Okay,
is.
because we're on a show, right? And on shows, which are comedy-based, like this one, we do skits, right? And we make comedy, ha-ha jokes.
Ha ha ha.
So when I say, let me tell you about Bangalala, I've been studying it for 25 years, I'm a scientist, you say, yes and.
Yes, and.
So how would you say yes and?
Tell me more about this Bangalala la 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 juice.
What's your name? You ask me what my name is because I'm a professor.
What is your name, Professor Bangalala?
Now, we're going to try to reimmerse ourselves into the bit, okay? Don't fuck this up. It's going to be funny.
Don't fuck this up. I feel like I'm in a groove of
My name is
making
Professor Nkosi.
That's racial profiling, man.
You are racial profiling me. It goes straight to Indian. You are racial profiling me because of the color of my skin. And you don't know where I was raised. You don't know my background.
You're from Africa.
I was adopted. I was adopted by two Chinese people.
Chinese people that
They had
spoke
funny
Indian.
accents. Yes. No, they speak a mixture.
Mixture.
They speak a mixture of KwaZulu-Natal and Ubangalala.
Bangalala.
Which, funny enough, is the capital city of where this product comes from.
Oh, is it?
Hence why I have Professor Nkosi have been studying this for the
Is
last
this
25
name? I
years.
feel like this name I know. Nkosi.
Nkosi Sigalele.
Is that where you get it from?
They named it after me. Because of my breakthrough research
With
around
Bangalala.
Ubangalala. Now let me tell you something about Ubangalala.
Tell me.
It is a great supplement.
Okay. And what does
All
it do?
men should take it. It doesn't matter about age. No age requirements. You can take it at 3 years old. Basically what it does.
At 3 years old?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you never seen a 5-year-old with a beard?
No.
No, it's because they take Ubangalala.
They don't have a beard because they take
No, they have a beard because they take... I am a professor and you are upsetting me. I am smart.
And
you.
I'm not?
No. I'm educating you.
Okay.
Now, look at this. Look at this shit. We create...
You sound a little bit like your dad there.
My father.
that didn't.
My father come from Eastern China.
Eastern China.
I sound nothing like him.
Okay.
He sound like, you want to take a piece, you want to do that shit. I don't sound like that.
Okay.
Now look at this. In Dulovu.
Indulovu.
I know the people that run this company.
Indulovu.
They're
Do you see
shit.
the...
No, seriously.
What is this?
Man juice.
Man juice. It's popular.
I wonder.
Ubangalala.
Ubangalala. What is that supplement?
Ubangalala. Bangalala. It's a ubang.
Galala.
That's how I'm gonna remember it.
Supplement.
Supplement juice.
What
It's
is?
So funny. What is ubang lala?
You know it's sketchy when there's only one fucking
Ashwagandha.
I know what ashwagandha is.
What the hell, man? What's happening right now?
I'm assuming Umbangalala. Did I spell it right?
Yeah, it's ubang lala.
Ubang
Alalala. Oh, maybe.
Oh shit.
Alrighty then.
So moving on to Balenciaga. Basically, I'm gonna just get rid of that. So Balenciaga
Yes.
are apparently pedophiles.
Yes.
Yeah. And have you
That
seen?
went wild real quick.
Yeah.
But like, why? What? How? When and where? I don't know. Would they still be up? Because I feel like they would have removed everything.
Ooh. Yeah, I understand. Google, that's a tough one.
Pedophilia.
That's a tough one. Pedophilia.
Balenciaga is being accused of promoting child abuse.
Yes. So basically, their latest campaign featured this image. Well, some of these images. Okay. I like that when I zoom out, Google automatically zooms out so that I can't zoom in on what
Maybe
I'm
you
trying
should click on images.
You know what I mean? I'm on images. There we go. Oh, great. Thanks, Google. That's great.
You're not allowed to see it.
So,
That's very annoying. Scroll. Oh, there we go. That's better.
no, it's not. I'll just
Well,
go to
you
this
see
one.
that one, the teddy bear.
So anyway, they posted some pictures of their new campaign.
Yeah.
And it featured children
Yeah.
dressed in Balenciaga holding teddy bears that had bondage BDSM outfits on.
Yeah.
There was also what really pushed the donkey over the cliff. Some documents on the side of the table which referenced a court, not a court, some legal document that referenced pedophilia and the banning of pedophilia or something like that. Here it is.
Why would they? What was their thought process behind this?
Google, you son of a bitch.
But like, what is their thought process? Just to get like publicity or what?
Well, so the official story is Balenciaga hired a media marketing company to do the shoot and to create the promotion. After this came out, Balenciaga tried to sue said company for $25 million.
Wow.
That was then looked at as a cover-up on behalf of Balenciaga
Yeah.
to cover their trail.
Yeah.
But then obviously people online started Googling and researching, and they found out that Balenciaga, the head designers, some people associated, have been posting about pedophilia and pedophilic images
Yeah, but what is that? Is there someone
for
like
years.
Yeah, but is there someone like that is into that over there?
Well, here's the thing. So there's also some theories that look into Balenciaga,
Yeah.
the name, the origin, and blah blah blah.
Okay, and what has come out of that?
Well, they're starting to see, and this is conspiracy theories, but they're starting to see that there's a correlation between Balenciaga and things like Illuminati and things like
Yeah.
these child trafficking rings. So, like the patterns on the floor that represent Freemasonry.
But is it just like laughing in your face, like, haha, we're gonna make it so fucking obvious?
So that's the concept of Satanism,
Yeah.
Satanicism, is they try to make it as in your face as possible. Because, again, these conspiracy theorists say that in the Bible,
yeah.
it is referenced that the world is controlled by demons. Mm-hmm. Right?
Okay, but that's a different.
No,
a
it
certain
links.
Bible.
It links because they're trying to link Balenciaga to Satanicism
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Satanism.
And Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, and Jeffrey Epstein, apparently. So basically, Jeffrey Epstein started the company Balenciaga as a plan or plot to make wearing these types of clothes cool. So that if a kid was ever found wearing these clothes, they would know which ones to kidnap and take to the island. That's the real behind. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
Breaking news.
Imagine. That would be crazy.
I mean, Jeffrey Epstein was just one dude of a much larger organization that we're not allowed to know about.
Yeah, but it's just all a bit weird to me. It's like
the 50
yeah, like the
like the $50 million mansion that he just got gifted.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah. You know his New York mansion?
Did he get gifted?
Yeah, from the owner of Gucci or some shit.
What the fuck?
Because it was a bribe
What the fuck?
for him to be quiet.
So, but now, speaking of, back into more child abuse and Jeffrey
Great.
Epstein.
My favorite topic.
Woohoo! Apparently, they're releasing more documents on this man,
Oh, Mr. Epstein.
and people are hoping that like uncensored information is going to come out of big people involved in this child trafficking ring. What is wrong with
This is what happens if you do not take man juice. You become what you fear most.
Oh my god, no. This is not good. No, but seriously, like it does make you question if lizard satanic people.
I should have looked in that camera.
I was like, is there someone behind me?
We have great production value. Please don't cancel
I
us.
was like, why is he pointing over there? I was like, what the fuck?
My name is Professor Nkosi.
But even serieus nu.
Even serious.
Even serieus. It does make you question, like all of this crap is coming out about all these famous people.
Yeah.
And we're talking about reptilian people running the world. Like, maybe it is satanic people running the world. Because why the hell else would all of this be happening? Right, Marvelicious?
Well, as somebody who exists on the left of... you don't like my bit,
Can you say
Mark.
that again? No? Okay.
My name is Natasha. I identify as non-binary. I dye my hair blue because I show my support for my people. And I will tell you
You dyed
this.
your hair blue before, so I'd be careful. with
Shush,
that.
shush.
Maybe you should.
My name is Natasha. Okay?
Okay.
And let me tell you something. There's no such thing as conspiracies. Okay? People are just edgy and they just try to push the boundaries. That's all this is.
Okay.
You understand?
Cool.
They just want to be cool.
It's all just a little too coincidental for my liking.
Okay, Alex Jones, why? How about, hey, your nickname should be Vague Alex Jones. You say shit and I don't, and my job is so hard to try to unpack whatever the fuck you think you're trying to say. You say vague shit. That's always conspiratorial. And I'm here dancing like a fucking monkey trying to make some sense of it.
It's so funny that you said that my family has no clue how conspiritual. Well, I'm not like extreme. I just question these things.
Bro, you're 3 centimeters away from Earth flat.
It's
Flat
not
Earth.
flat. I know it's not.
How do you know?
Someone told me.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure.
And if I told you that it is, and I showed you some videos, you'd be like, "Fucking, they don't." They lie about everything.
They do lie about everything. They lie about everything.
You know, I have to be very careful with what I talk to you about because if I went too hard into simulation theory, you started looking at me like,
Yeah, but I don't like that idea, so I'll just ignore that one.
"Oh,
It's selective conspiritualism.
that's a great way to live life. If
Yeah.
you don't like it, it
Cancel
doesn't
it.
exist. Cancel it,
That's what I do.
huh?
That's what I do. Also, when you're sick, I don't like it. I cancel it.
Yeah." Oh, I'm feeling really bad.
No, babe, you're fine. Cancel it.
Great, thanks.
So now you know my deepest, darkest secret. I just cancel things I don't like. Pretend they're not there.
It makes a lot of sense.
I do like a horsey. Like put the little oogklepjes on.
Oogklepjes.
That's what they're called.
Eye guards.
I just focus on the things that I like. And this way...
Also, why are people burning their Balenciaga?
But it's also like virtue signaling again.
Like, you remember when people were burning their Travis Scott because they were like, he's a satanist, satanic...
And this is what
Let me finish my bit!
Balenciaga bag. And then they cut it up. Such a lovely couple we are.
You remember when they were like burning Travis Scott stuff because they were calling him like a satanist worshiper that was trying to kill people? And then they were virtue signaling on Instagram and they were burning their stuff and like, we can't own Travis Scott. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just like, what the hell? Like, just because you cut up your Balenciaga bag, you're now a good person?
But also those people
it
that cut
pisses
up
me
their
off.
Balenciaga bag, do it, film it, post it, wait for comments and likes about it, and then
Makes me sick.
if Balenciaga fixes this PR disaster and they start releasing more shit, they're going to be first in line to buy it again.
Yeah,
And then they're going to be like, I support Balenciaga again.
Yeah, but it's like a new thing. Like, you film it like, fucking Balenciaga? And then they cut their bags, and then now they're a good person.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know, most of those people they buy fakes because they don't want to actually cut up. You know how hard it is to save up for a Balenciaga bag? And then you're like, I know it's child abuse, but
I wonder, I was thinking, you know, in Lima, he makes fun of Balenciaga stuff.
Yeah.
Is he gonna stop doing that now? Like, or like, is it actually good that he did that? You know what I mean? It's like a weird, tough spot that you're in.
Well, explain further, please.
Because, oh, that's Rodo. Well, because, like, he promotes, he kind of, I don't know, does he promote it? He gives them some sort of press, no? By making fun of their stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, he's making fun of it.
Yeah, he's making fun of it. Like, it's, but then do you just steer clear of it? It's there, the chip bag.
Where?
The chip bag is Balenciaga. It's so funny. I love I love this guy so much.
£1,800 for a bag of chips.
Fucking ridiculous, man. Too tanked up. It's just so funny. I love this guy.
Hello?
I wonder if we're gonna get flagged for that sound. I might just mute it in the beginning and then just play the little.
Why?
The little
What do we
things.
get flagged
This.
for?
Working on the weekend.
Why?
Doing too much. I think that's too long. I think we might get
of the song, you mean?
of the song, yeah. So I think I'll just cut that out and then just cut to this. Anyway.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to stop. But also, Balenciaga's not really going to come out with more stuff for a while, I think. What do you think?
I think that we live in an age of all press is good press.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And we're coming out of this giant wave of cancel culture into this like super woke accepting
This is not acceptable. Though.
dystopian world. And I think Balenciaga sweeps this under the rug within a month.
Let's see. We'll be back in a month to figure that out.
It's a giant corporation.
Yeah.
That's also one of the leaders of fashion, and Kim Kardashian and so many other people have like contracts with them.
Yeah, but Kim Kardashian, I think, broke her contract with Balenciaga.
You can't just break a contract
Or whatever. Like, there was like press about it that she like is not.
Contracts are
working with
so
them anymore.
difficult to break that you have to do a Kanye West and go start saying anti-Semitic shit and then get forcefully taken out of it. And now you know that they're threatening him, like secretly. They're sending him text messages to be like, we're going to throw you in a loony bin and we're going to make it look like it was a accident if you die and this and that. And he's like going on all these social media platforms.
Yeah, but he
like,
kind of challenged them, right, to do that. Yeah.
but he wanted to get out of his
come
contract.
at me. Yeah.
They were like, we're going to steal your designs and we're going to do this and we're going to do that.
But this is what I mean. It's kind of hard to believe, to not believe that there's like satanic people higher up. It's fucking insane. Like, or they're just really like power hungry.
There we go. That sounds more
Yeah.
logical. Like, don't get me wrong. There's always a little door in my mind that's open for the idea
of
that there's
course.
like genuinely some
The reptilian leaders out
crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I think more likely, there's just a bunch of fat dudes in suits that do nothing with their lives and then
They're
just
just
make it
there.
seem
Power
like
hungry.
they're so fucking loserish that they just play Dungeons and Dragons with the real world. Like
Maybe.
they like putting on their little things and they like pretending and they like having their little cult and they like having their little hierarchy. I think it's so easy for me to believe that humans are just full of themselves. Because like, look, there's two ways.
Maybe humans are already satanic.
There's two ways that you can look at this, right? So one, dragons and magic and Satan and evil and God and everything exists, right?
Yes.
Two, the planet is just the planet. Animals are just animals. Humans are not more special than animals.
Yeah.
Nothing exists. And it's all just fucking chance.
Yeah. Well, chance.
No, you know what I mean? Like, why do we think, for example, like if a zebra goes,
Why the hell would a zebra do that?
that's the sound they make.
This is not the sound they make.
That's exactly what a zebra
They go
sounds like. No.
like Marvel.
So, like, if a zebra goes, why does that have any more significance than fuck you? It's just sound that we've placed meaning to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, humans, I think, have put themselves way above the food chain. And
I mean, we have created a lot of things that this little man over here could not make.
yeah, but then why would
We created this little
but
man.
my point is, why would my words be able to cast a spell or a curse? It's words, it's sounds that
Yeah,
you make
okay.
with your mouth.
But then you believe about energy and things like that.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. I'm talking about humans have this proclivity to make themselves feel or seem like they are the gods. So if you find someone, let's do an experiment. If you find somebody, like a nerd, take a nerd from high school that constantly gets bullied, he's overweight, he hates himself, and blah, blah, blah. What do you think that person would turn into if I gave you $1 billion and a police badge? You don't think that that person might let that power run to their head? Because I'll tell you this
Maybe.
much, like in Africa, I come from there, so I'm allowed to say this. In Africa, when you give certain police officers a gun and a badge and they pull you over in the morning on your way to work, they power trip you like crazy.
Well, yeah.
If you say,
Corrupt.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm so sorry, but I'm on my way to work, please can we speed this up? They go, oh, now we're going to make you wait for 30 minutes. It's a power trip. So like what I'm saying is if you take that fat little overweight, self-conscious nerd of a kid and you give him Jeffrey Bezos money and a police badge, you don't think that that would go to his head and he'd start being like, I want my group and I want to tell people what they do and yeah, I'm gross. I'm gonna eat Cheetos and I'm gonna sweat on my dick from my man tits and where are the kids and I wanna do this and
Where are the kids? Why?
yeah, because like why not? Because he's a freak.
Where are
He's a
the
freak
kids?
with too much power. Just because your parents are special and they make a thing doesn't make you special. You understand? And if you do that for hundreds of years, which I'm guaranteeing you has been going on since Jeebus, people Like, let's say I hook up with you and we're like ultra successful, and then we have a child, and then that child's a piece of shit, and then that piece of shit marries another piece of shit and makes more pieces of shit, and they just keep passing on this enormous amount of wealth and power and influence generation to generation to generation. You end up with these pieces of garbage with too much money and power that have no expertise, no skills, and they just make laws. Like, to me, it just makes sense that over like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of this, like, I don't know, this downward slope of humanity, you finally get to a point where you just have these Hollywood elites and these fucking Jeffrey Epsteins and these political nightmare people and these, you know, leaders of the free world, the men in black suits, and they all want to have their little skull and bones or Illuminati or Freemasons, and they all want to seem important. And then, of course, they control the people. Of course, they control civilians. Because they wouldn't want to put themselves on a poster and be like, hey, this is who you should blame. So they get people like Biden and this and that, and they make them the poster boys. That's why they refresh those fuckers every 4 years. But they don't actually have any influence.
What you're trying to say is you do feel the powerful, wealthy people at the top are actually running the world and not the presidents.
100% I'm saying that. But I'm also saying that instead of them being reptiles, which I'm still open to believing...
You don't know.
It's just, when you go through that thought process, it's very easy to assume that humans have just run amok.
What do you mean? Just gone
Over
crazy.
hundreds and hundreds of years, they've just passed it down and they're just crazy with influence and power and they don't know what to do with themselves anymore. That's, to me, very, very, like, if you told me that, I'd be like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you told me reptiles, I'd be like, no shit.
Yeah.
I thought it, but, like, no shit, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's something about, like, for example, when I used to go to high school, around these shit, like, if you ever see this, all of you suck. Around these shitty high school teachers that think that they're special. Bro, you're a teacher.
Yeah.
And you have authority over children. You're nothing, bro.
Yeah.
There's only, like, 3 good teachers I've ever had in my life. And you know what? Shout out to you guys, because you guys were the shit.
I had good teachers.
But the rest of them, like, every kid and every adult has been power-tripped by a teacher.
Yeah, for sure.
So how is it any different to a government system just power-tripping you sometimes?
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So yes, I believe in magic and energy and universe and this and possibilities and life after death and reptiles and aliens and this and that. Like, my mind is open to all that shit, and I really do wish that that is. But at the same time, humans suck.
True, they do.
And they mess up and they make mistakes all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Balenciaga was just some corporation to boast about how much power and control they have. Like, look, we can create a chips packet and the fucking sheep will buy it.
Yeah.
Look, we can create Crocs with high heels and the sheep will buy it. Look, we're promoting our
I
pedophilic
think that's it.
ring.
I think it's just funny. Like, I think they're just
I
like,
don't think
seeing
they
how
care.
far they can push the boundary.
That makes sense.
Yeah, especially with the Crocs and all that crap and the chips bag. I think it's like almost a joke, like how
much can we make fun of them?
Yeah. How stupid are people to buy just because it has Balenciaga? I really think that might be there.
Like, imagine, bro. Like, imagine if nothing entertains you. You have all the money and influence in the world, but nobody knows who you are.
Yeah.
Because you have to keep yourself secret with your family and your organization. And you create a company as a joke. Like, this is the joke. Like, I know it's crazy to think that a multi-billion-dollar company could be a joke to someone, but think about this. If you have that much money, nothing is entertaining to you anymore.
No, 100%.
So wouldn't it be hilarious to meet up every once in a while for a dinner with your other weird friends, right? And then just be like, did you see the Crocs that we made into high heels?
You know how many people bought them?
Did you see the fashion shows where they were like talking about how revolutionary and special and amazing and fashion forward it is? Those fucking idiots.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you eat a child's foot.
Yucky, babe. Why would you say that?
Because you gotta tie in the comedy.
No, that's creepy.
But you know what I mean? Like, that just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Just makes a lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense.
Because, like, if you look at the dude of Dubai, the prince or the king or whatever it is, like, he doesn't care about a gold-plated Bugatti. He wants to make a city that's also a perfect line.
Well, you've brought me to the next topic. The World Cup in Qatar.
No deal.
No deal?
No deal.
What does that mean?
Deal or no deal.
No deal.
Howie Mandel. No deal.
What do you think about all that?
What? Oh, it's all a ruse.
What do you mean it's a ruse?
They spent way too much money on it to make it way too spectacular because they love tourism.
Babe, you know people died creating that stadium.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Gosh. I try really hard, you know.
Continue, please.
What? So basically, yeah.
Is it accent day today?
Basically, yeah, what happening is this, right?
I think it
they
is
spent
accent
way
day.
too much money making the thing happen, right? And then they hired all of these fake supporters to walk down the street, yeah, so that it could look like it was a great big success.
What is happening with your whole accent thing today?
Speaking of the construction workers,
I don't know.
slaves. How would you name them? The people who built this stuff.
Yeah, sad.
This has been going on since the beginning of Dubai.
Yeah, I know.
Dubai and that entire region.
Qatar.
Yeah, it's a desert.
Yeah.
And you don't get fresh sushi in the middle of the desert without
No.
a bunch of slaves running around.
Yeah.
So this is how it works. This is Dubai. And then about 6 hours bus ride that way
Yeah.
are slave camps.
Yeah.
And every morning they load the slaves onto a bus and they drive 6 hours into Dubai and they work like slaves
Yeah.
and they get paid nothing. They get promised work and they get promised good pay and they get promised benefits. But once they arrive on site, the officials remove their passports, take it away from them. They burn the contracts that they then had with them. They isolate them so they can't actually ask for help. And they put them in the middle of the desert so they can't do
Terrible.
anything. So the sleeping conditions are worse than like prisons.
Yeah.
Like you're sleeping on top of each other with rats running on top of you. Like they have 70 people in a room basically this size with like a makeshift kitchen.
Yeah.
And if you ever fly to or over Dubai,
Yeah.
look out the airplane. You won't see the slave camps. That's how far away they are. You'll
Yeah.
just see an empty desert surrounded by an oasis. And if you enter that oasis, you will never see somebody below a certain income level.
Yeah.
You won't see homelessness. They'll get you out of there.
Yeah.
So if you think about how are they building it,
It's
how are they
crazy.
maintaining it, how are they blah 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 blah. Slaves.
And that's the other discussion. Like there's like a lot of like shit to going to people that are watching the World Cup, and also people that are going to see it there. in
You're
Qatar.
supporting that
Yeah.
industry.
But then again, someone else I saw said something very relevant. People going to Dubai for a holiday, you're also supporting it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, they're just basically slave workers.
Right? Am I right? Then you're also supporting it,
Yes.
kind of.
Yeah, because
So you can't judge people going to.
it's a catch-22. Like you want to go on a great vacation and you also don't support slavery. Nobody wants to support slavery, but at the
No.
same time, like I mean,
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing, right? So you can't judge people going to Qatar if you yourself are going to Dubai for a holiday,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. But it's the same thing. Like, unfortunately, if you're the blue-haired liberal that's trying to fight for the rights of these people
Yeah,
and you make a fair point like you just made,
yeah.
then the opposition will snap back and say, yeah, but you use an iPhone, right?
Yeah, it's all.
And it's like, you know how
As
hard
you
it
say
is?
in Dutch, één pot
You know
nat.
Piers Morgan?
Yeah,
It's so hard to have a debate with him because like he invites vegans onto his show.
yeah,
And they're just trying to tell you why they believe and do what they do.
yeah,
And then he says, "Do you eat avocados?" And she's like, "Yeah, but hold on one second." They're like, "Do you understand how many bees die in the production of your avocados?" And it's like, you can't have
you can't win everything.
a discussion
No,
if somebody is just looking to shoot you down.
no.
So like, if I'm trying to bring awareness to Dubai
Yeah, yeah,
and these construction workers and the slavery that's going on in 2022, and you say this is it and this is that and this is it, you know how annoying it is to have some loudmouth bitch just be like, "You use an iPhone, right?"
Yeah.
You know these microphones? You know the laptop? Like, but how are we? So what? We just have to accept it?
Yeah.
We accept all forms of slavery now because I can't live in 2022 without a fucking iPhone and Wi-Fi. So now I'm not allowed to talk about anything anymore?
No.
You understand?
Yeah, it's just a bit of a difficult thing because it's like it's the same thing of people like virtue signaling all the time and then themselves still being part of it. It's like I think that's different.
That's also different.
If you're like making awareness, if you're creating awareness of a certain topic, then it's different. But if you're virtue signaling and saying that you're like the greatest person because you do this and this and this and you don't eat meat and blah blah blah, then you're buying stuff from like Primark and you've got an iPhone. You know what I mean? Like you are also promoting all that stuff.
Oh no!
You know what?
Did you hear that click?
Yeah, clicked.
Don't. Just don't move.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if it happens again, then I'll freak out. So
Why does that happen? It's
virtue signaling. Yeah, it's different. It's a tough one because if you are eating, like, let's say a vegan burger with an iPhone,
Yeah.
and you're like, look how special I am.
Yeah.
You're not really doing it for the right reasons.
No.
And it's a tough argument, man, because like I know so many people which are like vegan and plastic free, and I get that you're doing the right thing.
You're trying.
You're trying, but at the same time, like, you're also virtue signaling a bit.
Yeah, of course you are.
Not all of them, but like the one person I'm thinking about in particular is like, you still buy cars
Yeah.
and certain products and shoes and stuff that has plastic in it.
Ooh.
So like if you try to rip me apart for bringing a plastic bag of groceries into your house.
No, but listen, like it's just how you do it. Like it's all messed up. Like my friend, she her partner is has friends that are all virtue signalers. So remember we were speaking about the jet plane, the protests on the jet plane?
Yes.
That they were like sitting in front of the jet and like stopping them from flying, the private jet.
Yes.
So one of them was her partner's friend, and they were all like cheering her on, like, "Well done, you stopped it." They didn't even stop. I don't think they stopped anything. They just trespassed and made a point of stopping the private jets from flying.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're all like cheering each other on, and like, you know, talking against discrimination and all that stuff. Where she's the only one that actually has like...
I know I'm not the only one.
Okay. She's the only one that's from a diverse background, and her...
Mexican.
Yes, Mexican.
She's Mexican. Paint a picture. Paint a picture for you and me of the Mexicans.
Well, Can you listen?
I'm listening, but
You're
it's
not
not
listening.
funny. Continue. I put more tokens in.
No,
Continue.
you're being annoying, man.
I pressed continue.
The one moment that I talk... Yeah.
At least I'm the comedic relief. So you go, right? The female version of Joe Rogan. Okay, go.
Whatever.
We're waiting.
So anyways, it's just ironic because they are leaving her out because she's got different views and she comes from a different background, and they don't even respect the fact that she's from a minority. But then at the same time, they're being... You're so rude, man. Stop it.
Mexicans are a
I give up.
minority. I'm trying to follow this. So
Never mind.
the friend of a friend that you know sat in front of a jet,
Yeah.
and then what happened?
No, she was one of those activists
Yes?
that thought
what
she was
happened?
doing the right thing to stop the jet from taking off, like making a point of
Yes.
it.
And then what happened?
Well, they obviously got caught by the police and like they escorted off the premises. And like what she was saying, they were all saying how great it was that she did that. And then she made a very fair point. If it was someone in a, like, they're all like being excited for the fact that she got caught by the police and that she made a point in a statement and she's in the papers. And if it's someone like someone that's working illegally or something like that, that would do something like that,
Yes.
their life would be ruined.
Yes.
It's just because they're like white privilege that they can do something like that.
So not Mexican.
Never mind.
She was white.
The girl was white, yes.
There we go. See, that's what you were
The activist, no, whatever.
So basically what you're trying to say is this. If a Mexican were to trespass onto private airfield...
doesn't need to be Mexican.
If a Chinaman...
Okay, whatever.
If anybody that wasn't a white girl...
Depending, yeah.
How would you like me to say it?
Not a minority or in a struggling position.
So if anybody that wasn't a minority or in a struggling position... Yes?
Yes.
Okay. If any one of those were to hop a fence and go into private territory and to try to stop a private jet, what you're trying to say is that person would be imprisoned. And like the legal system would come down and it would be very serious.
Yeah, it would be serious.
But what you're trying to say is that because of this person's stature, background, skin color, such and such, it was more of like a success story.
Yeah, because oh my God, she made a point in the news that they stopped the private jet. But it's a privileged thing to be able to do.
Yeah, that is something that I definitely agree with, because if you're a minority and you want to do the same thing, you can't just tackle a police officer or stop a private jet or, you know, go into the middle of Beverly Hills and spray paint a Rolex store.
It's just like hypocritical. That's the thing. It's hypocritical because you are in a privileged position to be able to do that, and
100%.
You're fighting for unprivileged people, but you're not.
100%.
Because it's disrespectful.
Yeah. However, I will say this: like the Please Stop Oil gang.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can call them is a gang, right?
Yeah.
A gang of idiots. If you are trying to stop oil production and distribution and you go to the middle of a busy city road and you just block civilian traffic, you're inconveniencing people.
Yeah.
If you go into the museum and you throw paint on a priceless piece of artwork from 100 years ago, you're not helping the cause of oil. Also, you're not turning people towards your goal. You're not converting people.
No.
Like, nobody looks at, oh, they destroyed that very famous artist's painting. I want to stop oil too. That's not how you get people on board. So, at least for these people, they didn't believe or they didn't want the CO2 emissions coming from private planes.
Yeah.
So they went and they did something about the private plane. You know, versus other people, which literally will just, I don't know, they want to stop the production of almonds. So they burn down a cow factory. Like, what?
But it's just, but still, I think it's being an activist in some ways can be a bit of a privilege.
This is what it is. Being an activist, when it's convenient and suits you, is not being an activist.
No, but listen. So this is.
So you know, back in the 1900s, early 1900s, when apartheid was slowly but surely disbanding and not becoming and being abolished, there must have been white people which protested because they knew it would never come back to them.
Yeah.
But those same white people, if you told them there would be severe repercussions, imprisonment, this and that, permanent record, and blah, 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 I can guarantee those virtue signalers would not protest.
But that's what I mean.
So that's what I'm trying to say, is that if you protest in a way that's convenient and safe, and you're standing shoulder to shoulder with the person who's risking their life for the same cause, you get to go home to a nice cozy fireplace and a warm bed. You get to get arrested by the police and get a slap on the wrist. Whereas the same person is standing next to you, which possibly was less violent, like you were the one spray painting, they were just standing there going like,
they get messed up.
They're the ones that get messed up. That's not anything other than
it's also,
virtue signaling.
But also, like, listen, there's another like thing where it's like activism. When is activism and when is it terrorism? There's such a fine line, because it's terrorism when the public doesn't agree with it, and it's activism when it's in line with what we should all believe.
With the status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like, if everybody, like, put it this way. If the production and distribution and usage of oil was essential to the betterment of the climate change crisis.
Yeah.
And then you got in the way of that.
Then you're a terrorist.
You're a terrorist. But because it fits the status quo of climate change, you're an activist. That's a very good point.
It's same with, so turning back to Balenciaga, if it was like supposed to be some weird like, okay, this is very weird and you shouldn't be saying this, like freedom.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, freedom to pedophiles, right?
Freedom to pedophiles. Free the pedophiles.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Free them all.
Like no more sexual oppression for pedophiles. I'm just saying, right?
So if you and I
Yeah.
on this show were like, free the pedophiles, they did nothing wrong,
Then, like, okay, but if that was the case, right?
That is the
case. Because transgenders, non-binary, everybody's allowed to have a stage now, right?
so we're allowed to have a stage too.
So pedophiles should also be free to
It's discrimination.
love whoever they love.
They should be allowed to love whoever they love. I'm on board.
But if that was the case,
That is the case.
listen, then
It's discrimination.
Balenciaga would be, freedom of speech. It's good they're doing this. This is an extreme example.
So we support Balenciaga and their rightful message of inclusivity and abolishment of segregation. We believe that you should be able to love whoever you want to love, and that does not include age or skin color or geographical placement of birth or cultural beliefs or anything. You should be, and you know what? One step further, bestiality.
Okay, you're taking too
All
far.
shapes and sizes and fits and foes.
But yeah,
We believe in Balenciaga.
so there.
I want somebody to clip that, and then for us to end up on CNN. Can you imagine? And then they're like, "Oh, look at cancel them," and then you watch the episode, and it's like, no, it's just a joke.
It's a joke.
That's
yeah.
another thing about
That's
woke
what they
culture.
do.
Is like,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan made a joke. He was talking to Tom Segura on the podcast, and they were talking about the homelessness pandemic or
Yeah.
crisis that's
Yeah.
ravaging through LA.
Yeah.
And then Joe Rogan made a joke. One professional comedian made a joke to another professional comedian on a comedian-based podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, you should just kill them all. Or, like, you should just shoot them. Just get rid of the homeless people.
Yeah.
It was funny, and they laughed.
Yeah.
And he actually ended up on CNN.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan says that you should kill homeless people to get rid of them. Like,
Oh my god. It's so insane, man. They're just trying so hard to like take anybody down that's like challenging them.
it's true, though. Like, if, as people, we believed that you should be able to love somebody irregardless of their age,
Yeah, exactly. That's
then
what I'm trying to say.
Balenciaga would be woke.
Yeah, then they'd be great, right? There's such a fine line. Like, where does this line end? Because everything else is being pushed. But now this is like I know it is 100% the boundary, but like...
Yeah, no, we're not...
No, please.
We have to specify.
Yes, we have to specify. I'm very much against this. Very, 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 very
that
much.
anything under the age of 18
It's messed up.
is really messed up.
Really, 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 really messed
Unless
up.
you are also under the age of 18.
Yes, but still.
But still, slippery slope.
Slippery slope.
We don't believe in it.
But it's like, it's one of these weird things because furries are allowed. Everything is allowed.
Yeah.
And should be free. It's just, you know?
Which is also so funny is like, where are the gay rights activists
Yeah.
and their protests against Uganda?
What do you mean? No, what?
It's gay, being
Yeah.
gay
Yeah, it's
in
punishable.
Uganda is punishable by death.
Yeah, I know
Execution.
that. Yeah, I know that.
And they're like, here in America, we need more bathrooms.
Yeah, but that's not the gays. That's that's the non-binary stuff.
It's so hard to have a conversation like this because you really don't know what. Like that's the J.
Cucumber. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Can we take a little break?
A break.
Yes.
Why don't we just end it?
Okay, we can end it because
We'll do a super short
a
episode.
super short episode. But anyway, so
I mean, that would be like 50 minutes. It's very
Yeah.
short.
it's very short.
Can you hold it for 5 minutes?
Again,
Let's play a game.
cut this out? Can we cut this out?
No, we're just gonna play a game.
Oh.
How long you can hold it? Keep
Keep
going. Balenciaga is a pedophile.
Ring. Do.
Ring, like the security system.
Pedophilia ring.
Oh, ring.
But yeah, so that's what I just think about this. Like, it's very selective in what we think is okay and what we think is not okay,
Yeah, which is funny because like
right?
100 years ago, the boundary of okay and not okay was very different.
Mm-hmm.
So you do get people which are trying to like cancel culture which go back 40, 50 years and try to cancel actors of that time.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
But during that period,
It
that
was
was
fine.
acceptable.
Yeah.
So why are we canceling people? Like, that's to also say, imagine the virtue signaler, the blue hair liberal that feeds their dog a vegan meal.
Yeah. Oh my God,
What
that
if-
video.
What if in 50 years from now, that is deemed unacceptable?
Yeah.
We can't just keep going back into the past
No.
and be like, this is what you're responsible for 40 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's insane.
we have
It's
to continue to
insane.
push the needle forward, and we have to keep holding ourselves accountable for what's time appropriate.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it's just it just makes me sick. It's like we create new problems every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. So I don't know.
Or is it the elites that create the problems so that
can't.
we are distracted from the fact that there are
Yes.
aliens?
And reptilian leaders.
That's why they're trying to distract us.
Yes, that's why they're trying
Throw
to
us off their trail.
throw us off the trail. It's plausible.
You should vote for Hillary Clinton. She is one of our best.
She looks like she
operatives.
could be a reptilian person, you know?
She is a reptilian person.
Yeah.
We hired her about 40 years ago.
Bravo, what do you
We
see?
cloned her in a lab.
Okay, I really need to wrap it up.
Wrap it up. I said wrap it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
wrap it
yeah. I
up.
wanna wrap it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
I
the
need to wrap
rain's
it
fault.
up. It's the
The
rain's
rain's
fault.
fault.
I need to wrap it up. It's the rain's fault. We
It's
need to
the-
go outside.
Marvel, you give such a zwoel look, like a smoldering, like he's so cute.
Marvel,
He should
it's
have
time
his
for
own
a party
camera.
break. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much for not canceling
Thank
us.
you very much for not
Please don't cancel
canceling us.